Hi, my name is Jessiah Voné, and I'm here with a poem. This poem I wrote, I go by Jessiah Voné. It's not my legal name. This is what I go by. Jessiah is my first name, and Voné is my middle name. My first name was made as described by my dad, who partially raised me. Is described as, he said he put Jesus and Messiah together. But anyway, there's a mosquito there. So I wrote this poem called I Choose Myself. And what inspired me for this poem was the idea of always waiting to be chosen, basically. Waiting to be chosen as the good child. Waiting to be chosen as the good student. Waiting to be chosen as the best friend. Waiting to be chosen as the girlfriend. You know, just so many different things I was waiting to be chosen for, right? And it didn't do me any favors. It always left me waiting to be chosen as the good employee, even. It always left me having to prove myself in every area of my life, and always making me feel like I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. I'm not chosen, you know. And that can get quite discouraging, you know, after some time. It can get quite discouraging. So I feel, you hear that noise too, don't you? That is a cat. Hi baby. It's okay. You want to be in my video? Oh, so she caught it. Oh, no, I didn't catch it. It was over there. Anyway, I call him. Whew, get out. There's this cat. I like to feed animals and stuff around where I live. And so there's this one cat. I one day saw him or her on top of my aunt's garage. Like on top of it. And I'm like, after that I started calling him the spiritual cat. So my girls were like, oh, the spiritual cat is here. But anyway, so he was just here. Oh, he's still there, hiding in the leaves. Anyway, so it left always waiting to be chosen as something worthy, you know. In different areas of my life, it always left me feeling like I am not worthy, because I was never really chosen as the one in any area of my life. You understand? And so, even when I was this is kind of funny, but even when I was the wife, I was not chosen by my husband as the number one, you could say. I don't believe in that number one BS, because it should be the only one, in my opinion. The only one, not number one. How many numbers are we talking here? No. But my ex talked like that. But anyway, so yeah, so so like, it just, those wounds, right, of rejection just got stronger and more, I would say more weeping, gnashing, gaping wounds to heal. The older I got, rather than getting better, the older I got, right? And so it also led to a lack of confidence, I would say, in myself. And I started not to believe in myself, even with the things I was good at, right? And so that's a sad place to be, you know. It really is, when you don't even believe in yourself, even over the things that you actually are good at, because you waited for someone to tell you, hey, you're great at this, you're good at this, and no one ever did. And so you thought, well, maybe I'm just not good at anything. I remember when I was growing up, I went to church, Grace Bible Church, and the youth pastor was talking about spiritual gifts. And I've always struggled with that. I never thought that I always wondered, like, what is my spiritual gift, right? And it never was clear to me. And I thought, I guess just serving others, you know, which is not a bad thing. That's what Jesus came to do, which is crazy to say, but he did. He came to serve. He came to sacrifice, you know. so that none of us have to be sacrificed. And and this is a random note, but I always feel like when people, allegedly, people talk about secret society, elitist kind of things that they do, allegedly like sacrificing people or blood sacrifice, all kinds of different things. And I would say that if there is such a thing as people sacrificing people for their group and for their elitist groups, allegedly, and all these different things, right? That only speaks to the fact that there was a sacrifice, that Jesus did die on the cross as the one sacrifice that we all need, and that we didn't need to sacrifice after him anymore because he was the ultimate sacrificial lamb for all of us. It just speaks to that fact. If there are, in fact, groups going around sacrificing people for money, fame, fortune, rank, and different things, allegedly, then that would just speak to the fact. That would be evidence, because they say that evil can only imitate. It cannot create. And so it would just be imitating the one true sacrifice. So that's just a side note right there. But anyway, so I Choose Myself by Jessiah Voné. This time around, I'm choosing myself. No, I'm not full of myself. No, I'm not selfish. You could call me self-centered because I'm finally more grounded. And no one will take me off kilter. I'm blessed and highly favored, not from anything I did, but the Creator, grace, and mercy. Even when I'm disappointed, I'm grateful. Even when I'm pressed, I take deep breaths and remain centered. For I now know, there is much to be grateful for. However, even on the hardest days, when I'm tired and my child has had several tantrums, dinner is late and I still have to take the trash out, I'll play my music, take my deep breaths, sip my tea, and keep it pushing. Some days require more purging of emotions. I won't shame myself for crying. Oh, these mosquitoes. Woo. Excuse me. I won't shame myself for crying, but feel relieved to work through, acknowledge I'm worthy. Teach my daughters to do the same or similar. So I'm not waiting to be chosen. I choose myself. The one that chooses me in love, I welcome. Because I know I am worthy to receive genuine, unadulterated, unobligated, freely given love. Because I am filled with love. Love to give to my children, myself, my gardens, my paper, my pencil, my mind, body, and soul, and the ones who is part of my destiny. Excuse me, these mosquitoes. I'm sitting on the grass, so. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love rules my life. It is safe. It is fun. It evolves when the time calls for it to. Pride. Considering how something will affect another person becomes natural. Love is not a competition, but a beautiful dance of give and receive. I had to learn the moves on my own before I could truly participate with someone else. Because how can you love anyone else if you can't love yourself? No matter how long it takes, learning to love and accept yourself truly is worth it. You are worth it. And your future counterpart deserves to receive the healed, loved, and accepted version of yourself. Much love by Jessiah Voné. Sorry for my handwriting. It's not the best. But anyway, I still love this poem. I know I didn't read it smoothly and all this. But anyway, I love this poem because, like I said, at the end, how can you love anyone else if you can't even love yourself? If you don't love yourself? If you don't choose yourself, your own self. If you don't choose yourself, why would anyone else choose you? Who's a serious person or serious about love, right? So anyway, I hope we all can take that time to love ourselves, to choose ourselves, to forgive ourselves, forgive others as needed, and to recognize that we don't have to wait to be chosen, not in any aspect of our lives. We can choose ourselves. We can choose ourselves, right? And so, yeah. There was one time I had auditioned in college. They had these concerts where people would sing songs, and they were so awesome. They did such a good job. Anderson University really had a strong music program and group. They were really talented people. And I had auditioned once. I built up the courage with a friend at the time. She auditioned with the song she had, and I auditioned with the song that I chose. And I had chosen Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Lauryn Hill. And yeah, I had grown to like Lauryn Hill and at the end of high school. What I love about her is she has a balance of masculine and feminine energy. She's quite beautiful, but also assertive and well-spoken when needed to be. So I think that's beautiful. Yeah. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just too good to be true. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Caught in the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I need you, baby. If it's quite alright, I need you, baby. You warm the lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say okay. Oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you. Oh, baby, let me love you always, yeah. Oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you. Oh, baby, let me love you always, yeah. Alright, anyway, hope that blesses you. If not, it blessed me. Anyway, much love by Jessiah Voné. Mwah!